What's up, YouTube? Woo! We are now attempting to vlog and drive the second time. Woo! For the win. Yeah! I didn't get out of school as early as I would have hoped, and therefore I am now starving to death and need to go and eat something ASAP. So I'm deciding to drive into town because I have something later to do later today as well. So I'm going to drive into town and get the noms of Taco Bell that I talked about yesterday. The sky looks really weird right now. It's like rippling. Like, think of like cardboard. It looks like corrugated, I don't know if that's the right word, corrugated cardboard. Generally, I'm pretty optimistic when it comes to my students. It doesn't really matter where they come from or what their ability level is. I'm, happy to teach them and look forward to seeing them in class. I'm not like some teachers who are really, hateful. I don't want to say hateful, but they dislike students who either aren't smart enough, quote unquote, or have a bad past, or, all sorts of things like that. I'm actually more on those kids' sides than anybody else's, but the one kind of student that really just ticks me off, I can't stand, is the kind of kids who walk around like they have everything in the world and just everything, they deserve everything in the world, and whenever you don't meet their expectations, that's whenever they get offended, and that's whenever they think that they deserve a lot more than what they actually deserve. I just wish that somebody would give those kids a wake-up call, and I don't want it to be something terrible and dramatic that's going to traumatize them for life, but something needs to happen where they get knocked off their high horse, that their little ego bubble gets burst, and they realize that they actually have to work in the world, and that things aren't just going to be given to them, and they are going to have to work for something if they are going to deserve any kind of reward from it. So that's kind of the big issue I was dealing with today with some of my students, and very frustrating. Also, working at a small school sometimes means that if there is a school activity, such as a basketball tournament, like right now, that half of the school is gone, and you can't really continue teaching whenever half or more than half of your students are absent. So that was frustrating for me today, and I guess it's going on till tomorrow as well. So that should be interesting to see how many kids are going to be there tomorrow. But today we had quite a bit of time to kill in my junior and senior English classes. So in my junior English class, I made them watch an episode of The Guild, which, I don't know, about half of them thought was hilarious, and the other half was like, why are we watching this? But I laugh all the time, because I'm in love with The Guild, and I think it's hilarious. I watched season 3, or episode 3, whatever. I watched that yesterday, and it was pretty freaking sweet. And tonight I'm probably going to watch the last season 4. So my senior English class had to kill a little bit of time, too. And so what we decided to do in there was go ahead and take the quiz that we had scheduled, Hamlet, fun, kids hate it. And then after the Hamlet quiz, we ended up watching, or we were going to watch an episode of, I think, Avatar. I was going to make them watch Avatar, because I love Avatar. But then I couldn't think of any good episodes that were just good to watch by themselves. So I was like, well, I don't know which one to pick. Without context, I'm going to have to stop and explain every 5 seconds, or else these kids aren't going to enjoy it, even though I would totally love it. And so one of the kids suggested that we watch SpongeBob, which apparently is on Netflix. I didn't know that till today. So we ended up watching the campfire episode of SpongeBob, which, although I, pretty much loathe SpongeBob with every passion of my being, that particular episode tickles my funny bone. So we ended up watching that, and then we all sang along to the campfire song, which was pretty funny. Then after watching the SpongeBob episode, of course, made them watch the By Heart episode, link here, if you want to watch that, where she debunks the fact that SpongeBob lives in a pineapple under the sea, which he truly does not, because she proves that his pineapple is not a pineapple, which cracks me up. I love By Heart. She's always way over my head, but super hilarious. Check her out if you haven't already subscribed to By Heart's channel. Gonna get me some quesadillas, some sexy quesadillas in my tummy. So hungry right now. One thing that I've been doing with my very limited free time is checking the pictures that they post on the Vsauce Facebook group. Here's a link if you want to check that out. Most of them are pretty nerdy, really gamey, and generally really funny, and I like to surf over there. But recently I discovered something, well, I guess not that recently, it was probably a couple months ago. I discovered a different website that has even more stuff that I like and like to read and see, and that's the site 9gag. I don't know if you've heard of 9gag. You probably, if you're an internet nerd like me, you have. And so 9gag, it can literally suck your soul out of your face because it is so addicting. You will be stuck at your computer for hours and hours and hours if you find this site 9gag. It's got memes on it, it's got rage comics on it, it's got cool pictures, it's got a lot of surrealism, which I absolutely adore, is surrealism, and it's got, you know, just interesting stories, and it's got all its inside jokes too, because the website's been around for a long time, and, well, a long time in internet years, and so a lot of people have all kinds of inside jokes on there. And anyway, I bought the app for my iPad, and yeah, I've probably devoted at least, I mean, an hour a day to 9gagging, which is probably not the best use of my time. But anyway, I just realized my heater was on. OMG. And that is the 15.5-minute mark, so I'm probably going to cut this off. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I will hopefully have this edited and up very soon on my second channel. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!